Today I will explain how, again back to that extrude, but some other features that you could do. Many different options you could choose even doing extrude boss base. So that I will choose first boss base, that extrude boss base. This time I'm going to use front plane. And then again automatically it goes to the normal view at this moment. And then if you look at here, these are again that is most of the editing tools that creating these lines, circles, and even drawing circle. It has two choices and so on. And at this moment, QuickSnap is not shown as a dark one or the highlighted one. So that means it's not, QuickSnap is not available at this moment. So that I will draw a circle at this moment. I will draw a circle. First circle will be right here somewhere. And I draw one circle. I specify my radius of the circle will be 20 millimeters. So that's what I have. And I will draw a second circle. And this time, different size. So now, but if you want to make these two circles equal to each other, and for the size wise, and then in the case, what you could do is you could select the first element, first circle, anywhere on the circumference. While pressing the shift key, you could choose second one. And then in this case, you have some options available right here. That is the coincidental, but we don't want to make that a coincidental. And now the tangent, I will show you what we could do with the tangent options, concentric circles, and then equal, that we want to make these ones equal to each other. So in this case, I could make these two circles, while it's highlighted, I could say equal to each other, then it's going to be changed, that equal size. So those are constraints we put, and these two circles are equal to each other. So if I want to have that now symmetrical about the vertical axis going through the origin of the coordinate system, and I could specify distance that between the center of the circle to the origin points. So I could specify distance. Again, I will choose anywhere on the circumference, choose that, and choose a second point right here. Then it shows what distance we want to have. In this case, 54, so I will change to 50 millimeters. So that, again, since I use to make those two circles each other, once I change it, the other one also has now moved. So if I want to make sure this is what's happening, I will choose this circle and second circle, and again, oh, it doesn't show that is the same, so you will choose that is 100. So in the case, both of them are symmetrical in this case, because that again, since we put the equal, it try to push or pull, and so that it will make that these two circles. So those are two circles we have. Now that another thing that I will delete these two lines from dimension. Again, right click after selecting those dimensions, you could do right click and then delete those. And then another one I could show is I could draw the line, and that is going to be tangent to one of the circles. That suppose that is the circle that line has to be tangent to. Then QuickSnap is again available right here with a down arrow right here. Then you have many different options you have here. Then I will choose maybe tangent snap. So I could draw the tangent line from this. If I choose one of the circular arc, then the line that when I move my mouse cursor, it just move things around like this. So I could draw a tangent line. And if you want to make that line is going to be tangent to that circle, again, you could select again tangent snap and then choose that circle, and that is going to be the line which is horizontal line at this moment, that's tangent to tangent here. If you look at here, that you see that symbol right here, they're very tiny. Let's see, I will increase the size a little bit. The tiny symbol right here, one circle with a line, and again here, one circle and the line. That means those have kept that the tangency over there. And that's what we have. And then I would zoom out at the screen. And now, if I want to draw a big circle, which is tangent to this and tangent to that circle, and center will be somewhere here, so that I will show you, one way to do it. So if I choose the circle, then in the case, I could choose the perimeter circle, not the center positions and the radius. In this case, you choose the perimeter circle, and that the quick snap, I could have one, that tangent snap. So I will choose one circle and move things around, and I will have the second circle, that's tangent. Again, make sure that it's going to be tangent snap, that's still on, so that I will have tangent and tangent right here. But when I try to have those, many times it shifted around, so that even though that sometimes I will be successful in doing that, and at this moment, if I want to do perimeter circle, wow, it is shifting around to keep those tangency points. So that could be one option, but it's not going to be a good option. So that I'm going to do this way. I will have one circle, big circle, and this time I will choose the center circle. So I will have center somewhere here. Then it's going to be big circle like this. So that, I don't know the size of the circle, but that's what I have. So once I have this, and I could put, again, as I showed you about the some of the quick snap, and that I could do it again by pressing Shift key, choose one, the circular arc, and the big one right there. Then I will put tangency over there. So that is going to be tangent. And another option that you have is going to be, I will choose the right side circle and choose the big circle. And then also I put tangency over there. So that's what we have. But again, another one that I could have the dimensions for the circle. So that means it is going to be tangent to that circle, tangent to the circle, and those, so that I could have rounded shape right here. So in this case, what I'm going to do is, first I'll move mouse cursor on that first left side of small circle, right click and fixed, so that it's not going to move at all. And that one, right one, also that's fixed. So it might be the big constraints, but when I try to change diameter dimensions for the big circle, and that's what it keeps that the size and the locations there, so that you're not going to have any changes. And then in the case, I could put smart dimension for that circle, and that I will have, in this case, there is a big, really big circle. I will change to maybe 150, see what happens. So that 150, and that's what we have. So that still maintain all those, that the tangency, and that the over there, and then that by putting those, you will have those dimensions, and then size of those and everything, right? Then next thing is, again, you could go to trim entities, and I will have that elements is gone. And normally I could remove these portions, but I try to show some other options that you could do. And in this case, they're using contours for your the extrude. So that exit extrude, and the exit that the mode. And then if I want to just do that, the extrude boss base, it complains about it because it says contain more than one open contours. So that it shares some of the elements. That's why it's complaining about. So without deleting those, the one way is you have another option, selected contours. So I could select that contours. Now if you move mouse cursor on that the contours. This is the first one, this is second one, and that's third one. Again, I will choose that, this, and I will choose that. Then still I could complete my extrude. And again, that is related to the part of the homework number 3. So you are going to use tangent snap, and also you could use the different way of the creating circle and so on. And then I told you that I will show you some of the options that you have. So if I have the extrude boss base, and I choose this plane as the base plane for the second elements, and then I will just simply draw a circle. So I will draw a simple circle. So I'm going to have this cylindrical shape. Again, I have choice of the perimeter options for the circle. So in this case, I have to choose circle, the first one, and draw this, and then draw a circle. And that if I want to exit, try to extrude in that direction. So let's see, to see better, and that's what you have. Oh, but that is not what you want. You, instead of having your object is extrude this direction, I want to have the other direction starting from that surface. So in that case, without creating new features, new things, and then you could do this way. I could do again that's that's offset, or you could choose the surface from, so that I could choose surface that's from right there. So that if I want to change it, I want to start from here, not from there. So that's what we have. And then how far, that is going to be the 100 millimeters, but opposite directions. I choose the opposite direction, and that's what I have. So even though I create my profile on top of this, the extruded the base, but I change starting plane will be offset by this surface, and then start from there. So that if I have those, again, even though my profile is down here, right, I have extrude in the other directions. So that those are the one of those the good things, or the things that you could use while you're working on your parts.